subscribe. That way you get notification when they release, but do know that we do have those episodes coming constantly now. Like I said, as we get closer into the fall season, I'll be able to have more time, and we'll be getting some more episodes out there. I am doing testings on sliders still on a separate franchise as well, just to see how that stuff goes. And but yeah, so make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I really appreciate you guys. We got over the 300 subscriber mark recently, so I really appreciate that. And let's keep building this community. A lot of good comments in there, a lot of camaraderie, and really enjoying where we're taking this community. And like I said, I really appreciate it with you guys. And without further ado, let's keep going. So it looks like we have a storyline, Trust Your Staff. And I haven't seen this yet, so let's see. Early season wins are earned by finding a team's weakness and exploiting it. Coaches think they have identified the weakness. Exploiting it could shatter their opponent's identity and help them forge their own along the way. Okay, so I know people have been talking up the defense we're facing, but I don't think the linebackers can hang. Okay, it's the Eagles. If we mix up run and pass, throw in some play action and screens, they'll be so confused they might as well be on the sidelines. Yeah, you aren't worried about the rest of the defenders? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Linebackers are the captains of the defense. You get them flustered and the rest will fall. Play balanced and tricky. These guys will be chasing ghosts in no time, trust me. So, I can handle a play call shift. You get the guys ready in practice this week. I hope you're right on this. All right. And I was actually going to let you guys know. So, I don't know if I want to do it this season. I'm not liking how these playbooks are playing out in Sim. And I was doing some testings in my previous franchise. And like I said, these sliders are scheme and playbook dependent because they do take ratings and everything. And I don't think this is the right playbook and scheme that fits this Vikings offense or defense, really. And the stats are kind of showing that, seeing that we're kind of, bottom tier in everything except the rush right now and points. And that's not the Vikings' identity. At all. It's never been rushing first team since Dalvin Cook left. I mean, we're going to lean more towards the rush, but to be last in passing, even with a rookie quarterback, and I know this year in real life it's looking rough, but we've also had a lot of injuries and stuff like that, and I'm not liking how it's playing out. So I'm actually going to be switching our schemes here. Okay, I'm going to be switching from a West Coast zone run to a vertical zone run. That way there's still a good balance, but there's going to be more play action, which I think feeds better into McCarthy's wheelhouse. And I think that's what O'Connell's trying to do with him when he was there, because he's huge by play action. And we do take shots downfield. So, and then for the defensive scheme, I think we're more with Flores, more of a disguise. So I'm going to go with the disguise 3-4 scheme. And to match those, we're going to do a couple different things. So for the offensive playbook, I actually feel like the Detroit Lions playbook is more balanced than the Vikings and works better in Sim. And it's not that it's better than the Vikings playbook, but it tends to lean more into the play action type things. And I feel like we're starting to gravitate that way. With that playbook, and it's built on a power run vertical passing scheme, so it doesn't match up with the actual scheme for sure. But the fact that a lot of it's coming out of shotgun, and I think with McCarthy, we're going to have a lot more of that, because especially with this offensive line being in pieces, he's not going to be directly under center and I form very often. So, and we need to be able to run out of shotgun, which is what the Lions do a lot. So I feel like this playbook might work better for us, and I've been testing multiple playbooks, and this has actually been a pretty good match what I'm doing right here. So you've got that, and then for the defensive playbook, we're going to go to the Baltimore Ravens for their 3-4, and I feel like there's just more disguises on this one that better fits what we would expect from Brian Flores. The Minnesota one's doing pretty good, but for some reason the Sim isn't really getting it the way that I like it. And it's just, it's not performing the way I expect it to perform. So we're going to make those changes. So we are going to go to a vertical zone run and a disguise 3-4 now. Okay, so we're going to see what that does for our offense and our defense, and see if that helps. I want it to keep our offense balanced, and our defense should be a little bit better than last in the league against both passing and rushing. I know in real life that's what we are right now, but when we have almost everybody healthy and everybody's playing what they're capable of playing, I don't think we are a bottom 5 rushing or passing defense. I mean, passing, maybe. Rushing, if Cashman was in there, Van Ginkel's healthy, if our full defense is there, I don't see us being a bottom 5 rushing defense. I just don't. So we're going to see what this does for us, and what better way to try it out than against the 5-1 Philadelphia Eagles, right? So let's go ahead and get into our weekly strategy. Blitzbuster, field general, aerial suppression. brought down on the second. And J.J. McCarthy, our 22-year-old quarterback, has got to play against the Eagles in this franchise. I know he did in real life. I think he should have. But regardless, here we go. 1st and 10 for McCarthy and his Vikings offense. We're going to hand it off to Mason, who has a hole, and it's a first down and more. He makes a few shoots at 18 yards on the first rush of the game by Jordan Mason. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 44-yard line. Great hole there opened up on the left side, and, of course, that's what we were seeing. And Mason gets bottled up on that rushing play. So gain of 1, 2nd and 9 now. McCarthy's going to be in shotgun. Looks like Xavier Scott's to his side. It's going to hand it off to Scott, who has another hole, and it's another Vikings first down. A gain of 10 on the rush. And it's 1st and 10 now at the 44. They're going to come out in I formation. Going to do a toss back to Mason, who doesn't have much room at all. 2-yard loss on the play. 2nd and 12. So McCarthy is going to have Mason to his right. And he's looking. He's going to air it. And he's got a wide open Jalen Naylor for another first down. 21-yard gain on that play. And the Vikings offense is working today. 1st and 10 now at the 25. First drive of the game. We're going to hand it off to Mason, who doesn't get anywhere. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Now Xavier Scott's in there on McCarthy's left. He's going to fake the handoff and run it himself. And he's going to fumble, but it's recovered. Thank goodness we recovered our own fumble. It looked like that might have been Darisaw that jumped on it, but it's a very dangerous sequence right there. 3rd and 13. See what McCarthy does on this 3rd and 13. He's going to air it out, and it's going to be broken up. Pass intended for T.J. Hawkinson, who couldn't hold it in. And that will force a 45-yard field goal attempt from the left hash for Will Reichert. Reichert's kick is up, and it is good. And the Vikings take a 3-0 lead against the Eagles here at the bank. And the Vikings kick is up. And the Eagles are going to take it in at about the 3 or 4 and get just to the 25, and he's dragged down. They're going to call it the 26. And now Jalen Hurts and this crazy good Eagles offense is going to come out now. First and 10 from the 26. Going to fake the handoff. And it's going to sail incomplete. Way overthrown on that one. And, of course, you got the dangerous Saquon Barkley in the backfield here, so we definitely got to watch for him. They got danger all around. And the Vikings pass rush gets to him, and it's the Vikings sack on the first series of the game. And Jonathan Allen is getting in there again, along with, was that Van Ginkel on the side of him. And this Vikings defense is just letting them know this is not going to be an easy game for you, Mr. Hurts. Too bad they come play like that in real life all the way. I mean, we did pretty good against the Eagles. I mean, but our offense kind of let us down on that. But, hey, it is what it is. And we forced a 3 and out. So 4th and 19, and the Eagles will punt on their first series. We had a fair catch called at the 42-yard line, so now Vikings and McCarthy take over. 1st and 10 at the 42, 7:12 to go here in this first. We're going to hand it off to Mason, who makes a juke move and gets nowhere. A loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12. He's got to step back. He's looking, and he's just going to slide down. Gain of 1 on the play, maybe. And it's going to be 3rd and 11 now. High snap, but McCarthy gets it. He's looking. There's going to be a flag. He's going to air it out, and it's going to fall incomplete. Pass intended for Adam Thielen. And it's going to be a holding call, and I'm sure they're going to decline it since that was incomplete. And they do, and the Vikings will now punt. So a fair catch by the Eagles at the 15, and it's a 1st and 10 now. 6 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Eagles went 3 and out on their first drive. They're going to hand it to Barkley, who's going to scamper forward for a gain of about 5 on the play. It's now 2nd and 5. At the 21-yard line. Hurts takes the snap. He's going to scramble out. He's got room, and that's a first down for Hurts and more, and he's going to slide down at about the 37-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for these Philadelphia Eagles. A 4:57 to go here in this first, and the Eagles offense is on the move, and they're going to get that one across for a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7. Hurts takes the snap, throws it across the middle, and he's got a completion. That's Dallas Goedert. Sorry. 1st and 10 now at the 41-yard line. Got to hand it off to Barkley, who dodges Byron Murphy's first would-be tackle and is brought down for a gain of 0. So 2nd and 10. Hurts an empty backfield, and he's got a connection there, and it's got to be brought down 3rd and 6. Gain of 4 on that pass. And he's got to gain a hit before the first down marker, and it's 4th and 1. And they could not get there. So they will be held to a field goal attempt here. Vikings are going to call a timeout. I guess they're going to go for it. Most likely 4th and 1. They're probably going to do they're not going to do a tush push. Surprised to not see them do a tush push there. But it's going to be a first down to Dallas Goedert there. And it's 1st and 10 now. I formation, 19-yard line. Got to hand it off to Barkley, who's got to get about 7 on the play. 2nd and 3. Hurts looking. He's got a player, and it's wide open, but he's going to get brought down at the 2-yard line. And it's now 1st and goal from the 2 for this Eagles offense. He's going to hand it off to Barkley, who's got a hole, and fly, Eagles fly, and it's an Eagles touchdown. And that's Barkley in for the Eagles touchdown. And the Eagles now with this PAT pending will have a 7-3 lead here over the Vikings at the bank. So 11 plays, 83 yards, 4 minutes, 50 seconds taken off the clock, and here we go. Minute 10 left to go in this first quarter. Vikings down by 4, and the Vikings take the ball at the 5. They're going to get across the 20. He makes a move at the 25 and goes down. They'll call it down at the 26. And let's get this Vikings offense out on the field. So McCarthy and his offense is out there now. 1st and 10 at the 26. Minute 4 to go. Looks like a heavy left, and they're going to fake it, and they're going to throw it over to Josh Oliver for a gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 now. Empty backfield for McCarthy. Trips right. He's got to throw across the middle, and he's got a connection to Jalen Naylor for a Vikings first down. It's now 1st and 10 from the 41. He's got to have Mason in the backfield. Got 2 receivers to the top. They got a crosser, but they're going to try to get it to Oliver, who drops it. 2nd and 10. He should have had McCarthy there, or McCarthy should have thrown it to Jefferson there on that crosser. But at the end of 1, it's Eagles 7, Vikings 3. So let's go ahead and start the second quarter. 2nd and 10 at the 41. Got Xavier Scott to McCarthy's left. He's got to hand it off to Scott, who has a hole. And he makes a move, but could not quite get enough. It's got to be a gain up to the 49-yard line, and it'll be 3rd and 2. Looks like they identified the blitzer. Great job there by Jackson, but Darisaw actually gets beat on that one. And it's going to be a sack for this Eagles defense. And the Vikings are forced to punt now from the 44-yard line. And that looks to be a good punt by Ryan Wright. And it's going to be down to the 13-yard line. And now Jalen Hurts. And rushing touchdown leaders, you see Saquon Barkley at number 1 there with 8 on the season. He's already got 1 in this game. And we definitely need to try to make sure we put him on ice for the rest of this game. But here we go, 1st and 10 at the 13. They send a man in motion. They're going to fake the handoff to Barkley. Hurts is going to keep it, and he's got to scramble for a gain of about 15 yards. It's going to be 1st and 10 Eagles at the 25-yard line. And that's the thing about this Eagles offense. They can run it, they can pass it, and everybody's a weapon. So you have to be careful. They're going to send a man in motion. Hurts is going to throw it, and it's going to be a completion, a gain of about 9 on the play there, 2nd and 1. Going to send another man in motion, and he's going to fake the handoff to Barkley again, and he's going to throw it, and it's going to be complete, and he whiffs the first tackle. And it's going to be another 1st down for this Eagles offense. It's 1st and 10 now at the 46. Hurts throws another completion there, gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6. Nobody's going in motion. And they're going to hand it off to Barkley, who's going to run and gets a 1st down, makes Isaiah Rodgers fall, and then he just gets pummeled by an offensive lineman. And it's going to be a 1st down for this Philadelphia Eagles offense. 1st and 10 now at the 26. And Hurts is going to get the throw broken up by Byron Murphy, 2nd and 10. Hurts is going to drop back. He's going to throw it. It's across the middle, and it's going to be just short, 3rd and inches. I'm not seeing any tush pushes in the game so far. Maybe they don't have it in Madden, but they do a sneak nonetheless. Hurts gets it, and it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles. At least we don't have to worry about seeing 4 tush pushes in a row in Madden. At least not yet, anyways. I haven't seen them. But there we go. We're going to have a holding call on the Eagles, who are in for a touchdown pending. And it is going to be a legal block in the back. That's what I was thinking it was. And it's going to be called back. It'll be 1st and 20 now for the Eagles on the 24-yard line. 7 minutes to go here in this first half. They're going to fake the handoff to Barkley. And they've got a wide open man across the middle. And it's still going to, they're going to call it down at the 1. I thought he got the ball across, but they're going to call it just short. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 1. And they're going to hand it off to Barkley, who was met and brought down immediately by Kobe King. There on the stop. 2nd and goal now at the 3. Hurts is looking. He's got room to scramble, and it's a Jalen Hurts Eagles touchdown. And the Eagles take a 13-3 lead over the Vikings. And the PAT is up and good. It was almost blocked, but it's good nonetheless. And it's 14-3 Eagles. And let's get to the kickoff. So 5:54 to go in this first half. Vikings got the ball, and we need to score here because the Eagles do get the ball back at the start of the second half. And great moves there to get to about the 31-yard line. And McCarthy and his Vikings offense needs to catch fire here against this Eagles defense because we need some points. And we've got a connection across the middle, and that's Justin Jefferson for a Vikings 1st down. And it's now 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Got a duo receiver set up there on the left with Mason to his right. And McCarthy's going to scramble even with the spy. There's going to be a holding call, but, man, McCarthy is running. And it's going to be a hold nonetheless. That's why I didn't even bother finishing it. And Donovan Jackson called for the hold. It'll be 1st and 20 now at the 35-yard line. Vikings take the snap. McCarthy's got Hawkinson, and it's going to be a gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 17 now at the 38. McCarthy looking. Plenty of time. It's going to just throw it to a check down, and it's going to be a gain of 1. 3rd and 16. This is not what we want. We don't want a 3 and out here. We need to get some points on the board before half. And McCarthy could not get away. And it's going to be a sack by Smith there. 2nd sack of the game for the Eagles. And it's 4th and 20, and the Vikings will punt. All right, so Eagles, after taking a punt at the 19, it's 1st and 10. Set a man in motion, fake the jet sweep, and it is stopped for a 1-yard loss on the play. Great job there by Eric Wilson on the stop. 2nd and 11 now. 3:04 to go here in this first half. Vikings got 5 up on the line. And they're only going to send 4. And it's going to be a short completion, 3rd and 9, gain of a couple. Ivan Pace on a stop. And we have a chance for a 3 and out here if we can stop them on this series. So we've got 6 on the line. We're going to send 4. Jalen Hurts has got to run, and he's going to get knocked down by, what is that? Hitman Smith gets him. 4th and 3, and the Eagles will punt. So the Vikings defense forces a 3 and out. And at the 2-minute warning, the Eagles lead 14-3 over our Minnesota Vikings. And the punt's away. And we're going to get up to about the 43-yard line. So after the punt and short return, 1st and 10 at the 43, minute 53 to go. We have 2 of our 3 timeouts. McCarthy's looking. He's going to scramble. He sees a hole, and he's going to slide just shy of a 1st down. And there's an injury timeout. Braun's injured for the Eagles there, so it'll be 2nd and 2 now at the 49. Minute 48 to go. The Vikings still have 2 timeouts. The clock was stopped from that injury. And he's attempted in the middle of the field throw to Jalen that fell incomplete. 3rd and 2. Quick pass out to Jefferson, who gets out of bounds at the 41, and that's a Vikings 1st down. So now it's 1st and 10. McCarthy takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be intercepted. Pass was intended for Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be intercepted by the Eagles. And the Vikings are finally on a move, and what an unfortunate place for a turnover. And now the Eagles, 1st and 10 at the 34, and they have 2 timeouts. And they're going to air it out, and that's a 1st down completion up to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 now, again, for the Eagles. He's going to air it out again, and it's going to be knocked away by Byron Murphy Jr. there. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Hurts takes the snap. It's a screenplay to Barkley, who's going to be met by Ivan Pace for a gain of about 2 on the play, so 3rd and 9. And the Vikings still have another shot. They're out of field goal range, so they're going to send the house, but they leave a wide open Saquon Barkley, who gets a heck of a gain. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Eagles with 24 seconds to go here in this first half. They still have 2 timeouts, but they're not using them. And a shovel pass out to Goddard, who breaks the first tackle and is finally brought down out of bounds at the 3-yard line. And it's 1st and goal Eagles, 14 seconds to go. And they got plenty of time with 2 timeouts to get into this end zone here and take a commanding lead over our Vikings. And Hurts is going to fake it, and he's going to get in for an Eagles touchdown. And the Eagles got everyone to focus on Barkley, and Hurts pretty much walks in almost untouched. And with 11 seconds to go in his first half, it's Eagles 21, Vikings 3. Maybe these playbook changes were a bad idea. No, I like how these playbooks are playing. It's we're not getting the plays we need, but we also we have holes in a lot of places. Right now we have aging veterans. Injury-prone guys. We don't have all our stars out there. Not having Addison is big. So we'll see. I mean, that pass is going to fall incomplete. We'll see how players progress. See if we can, look through the draft here shortly. Look through the scouting. Hit on that. We're going to have some restructuring we're going to need to do anyways. And McCarthy's going to air this one out. And it's going to be caught. Oh, no, it's going to fall incomplete. I thought it was caught by Felton, but it wouldn't have mattered. And at halftime, it's Eagles 21, Vikings 3. So let's jump right into the second half here. The Vikings are going to kick it off to the Eagles. Reichert's kick is up. And the Eagles take it in at the 4. They're across the 20. And they're going to not even make it to the 20. Oh, they're going to give it to him to the 25, but he was stopped at the 23-24. But there's your total yardage, 246 for the Eagles, not even 100 for the Vikings yet. But here we go, 1st and 10. Got to hand it off to Barkley, who was swallowed up on the left side of that line for no gain. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line. Hurts is going to throw it, and he's going to overthrow it, but he had a touchdown, a wide open thing there. That was a breakdown in coverage there, and if Hurts would have thrown that right, that was a huge wide open touchdown for the Eagles. This one, he does get across. It's a first down, though. So 1st and 10 Eagles now at the 39-yard line. Vikings caught a break by that last overthrow. He's got to do a shovel pass that goes nowhere. A loss of 2 on the play, and he gets hammered. So 2nd and 12 now. And Hurts has the completion over the middle for a gain of 3. It's Jahan Dodson, his 5th catch of the game. 3rd and 9. Vikings need a stop here. If we have any hopes of getting in this game, we need to get a stop here and get some points. We're going to send 4. And 4 is almost enough, but he's going to scramble, and it's another first down. And he gets lit up by Harrison Smith, though. He should have slid. He didn't. He paid the price. That was a heck of a hit. I'm sure that put some wear and tear on his body. And it's now 1st and 10 at the 41. And Jalen Hurts is under center and I formation after getting hit by a dump truck there. And he's going to scramble again. This time he slides. He saw a hit man coming. He did not want to take another one of those hits. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 26. Going to hand it off to Barkley, who breaks it through the middle, breaks the first tackle, and falls for a first down. It's now 1st and 10 at the 15. And Barkley's got to get swallowed up there for a gain of 1, 10 rushes, 38 yards. And just like in real life, the Eagles are killing the Vikings through the air, not so much on the ground. I mean, Hurts is scrambling, but it's mainly damage through the air that's happening. And Byron Murphy's got to get the stop there, 3rd and 7 now at the 13. And we definitely need some cornerback depth, so we'll definitely be looking at corners in the draft and free agency. And Murphy's going to almost get there for the sack. Hurts just got the ball off. The defense is able to hold him, and it's 4th and 7, and the Eagles will attempt what looks like to be about a 29 or 30-yard field goal, depending on where they have that marked. The kick is good, and it's 24-3, Eagles over Vikings. So 7:17 left to go here in this third. The Vikings are getting the ball. They're going to take it in at the 7. They get across the 20 to the 25 and down to about the 27-yard line. And McCarthy and this offense is going to come out now. 94 total yards for the Vikings so far this game. We need to find something that works. McCarthy's going to look, and he's going to scramble, and he's got a hole for a first down. And it's 1st and 10 now for the Vikings. Jefferson's over there talking trash to somebody. I think we're going to see Jefferson start to light it up for the second half, but we'll see. McCarthy's going to hand it off to Mason, who gets a gain of about 3 on the play, 2nd and 7. Going to send Hawkinson in motion out to the far left. He's going to take it. And he's got Hawkinson for a first down and more, and it's first down Vikings. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 45-yard line. 5:40 to go here in this third quarter. JG under center, I formation. Going to toss it out to Mason, who has an edge, but he couldn't make that one-man miss, and it's a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. Hawkinson in motion. He's going to fake right, come back left. McCarthy's got the snap, and he's got Jordan Mason over the middle and a gain of about 8. It'll be 3rd and 1 now at the 36, and we need this third down conversion. And McCarthy's going to sneak forward, and it gets it. And 1st down for McCarthy and his Vikings. So it's 1st and 10 now, fresh set of downs, 35-yard line. Vikings on the move finally. Got to fake the handoff. He's going to scramble out left. He throws it, and he's got a completion to T.J. Hawkinson down to the 15-yard line. Every time he rolls out to that left, we get something like that. That's something I like to see, and he does that a lot. He likes to roll out. So that's another reason why I switched playbooks, because I wanted to see more of those rollouts. That's probably going to be a holding call. It is, so that completion to Jefferson is going to be null and void because of our rookie Donovan Jackson, who's been having a pretty good season. There is an injury timeout. I don't know who is injured. Hopefully it wasn't anyone important. But here we go, 1st and 20 now from the 25. Going to hand it off to Mason, who's going to make the first 2 miss. And he finally gets brought down. It's a gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 17 now at the 23. Hartley takes a snap. Plenty of time. He throws a bullet across the middle to Naylor, and it's 1st and goal, Vikings at the 5. Great throw and catch there. Going to come out in a heavy I formation on this one. Got to hand it off to Mason, who has that hole up the side, and he could not make that one-man miss, and it's 2nd and goal at the 2. They almost had the edge seal. They almost had a walk-in touchdown, but nonetheless, offset I formation. Got to hand it off to Mason again, who is stopped short. A loss of 1 on the play. So now here we go, 3rd and goal. We need this touchdown. McCarthy going to take the snap. He's looking. He's got it. And it's a touchdown for Jalen Naylor. And the Vikings finally put 6 on the board. And pending this PAT, it's now a 2-score ball game. It's Eagles 24, Vikings 10, with 1:23 to go in the third. And the Vikings are still in it. Let's see if McCarthy can pull a 4th quarter comeback. But we need to stop this explosive Eagles offense in order to do anything. So here we go. Eagles take it in at about the 3, and they're going to go down at the 24-yard line. So Hurts in this offense, 308 total yards already for the Eagles. And we're got a minute to go here in this third quarter. 1st and 10 at the 24. Empty backfield for Hurts. And he's got a completion over the middle, and he gets lit up by Hitman. And it's going to be a gain of 5 on a play. 2nd and 5 now at the 29. Hurts calls something over to the side, and he's got to scramble up the middle, and he's got to slide short of the 1st down marker, though. 3rd and 2 now. Vikings got 5 on the line, and they're going to send 5, but they're going to leave the middle open, and it's going to be a long scramble for Hurts. And Hurts over 100 yards on the ground scrambling for the day. And it's now beginning of the 4th quarter. And it's 1st and 10 at the 45. Eagles up 24-10, and the Eagles are on the move. Eagles are in Vikings territory. Got to send a man in motion. Hurts takes the snap. Throws it to the motion man, who makes the first would-be tackler hit. That's Ivan Pace that just got pushed to the ground. That's a 1st down for A.J. Brown in this Eagles offense. 1st and 10 at the 31. Going to hand it off to Barkley, who makes some shiftiness, makes a few men move, and Murphy finally brings it down after a gain of about 12 on the play. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Hurts takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Barkley. He's going to run it himself and has nothing but green, but he slides down with it, man, coming around. Gain of 6 on a play, 2nd and 4 at the 13. Hurts takes it, hands it off to Barkley, who makes a few men miss. He gets a first down and a little more, and it's 1st and goal now at the 6. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley again, who gets a gain of about 2 on the play, 2nd and goal. Hurts, quick throw out, and that's going to go nowhere. It's 3rd and goal, injury timeout. Looks like Dallas Goddard got hurt on that one. It's going to be now 3rd and goal from the 4. And the Vikings defense bend but not break once again and keep them out of the end zone. It's going to throw it, and it's going to be an Eagles touchdown. And the Eagles are pretty much putting this game out of reach. It's backup tight end Kylan Granson. And that's now going to be a pending PAT 31-10 Eagles lead over this Vikings here at the bank. So now the Vikings down by 3 scores, 3 timeouts, and 9:24 to go in this game. Can they mount what seems to be an insurmountable comeback to win this game? We'll see starting now. Vikings have the ball. They're across the 25 up to about the 28-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for McCarthy and his offense at the 28. McCarthy under center, Mason in the backfield. They've got Oliver in, so it's probably going to be, it's going to be a fake. He's going to throw it to Oliver, who don't know what he was trying to do there. I think he was trying to make a man miss, but that just looked horrendous. And it's going to be 2nd and 6 as a tree tried to take a leave that didn't work. And it's 3rd and 6 now at the 32. And they're not going to catch him, but they got a wide open Justin Jefferson, who's running down the sidelines. He's down to the 10, to the 5, and it's a Vikings touchdown. And Justin Jefferson, with his electricity, just goes down the entire field on that pass. And that's going to be a 70-yard touchdown pass from McCarthy to Jefferson, who just takes it and turns up that speed dial and just books it right down the sideline. And pending PAT, the Eagles have a 31-16 lead. Now 31-17. And there's a flag on the Eagles. Personal foul, roughing the kicker. Tried to get that block of Dory Jackson, but he didn't get that block. And we're going to kick off now at the 50. So that's going to be out the end zone, touchback. So they're going to come out to the 35. So that penalty actually hurt us more than it hurt them. Because that's one of the best starting positions they've had all game. So here we go. 1st and 10 Eagles. 8:40 to go here in the 4th. They are up 31-17. So they're up by 14. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. They're going to send a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Barkley, who has a hole up the middle, and that's a gain of about 15 on the play. It's 1st and 10 now at the 50. And this defense starting to look tired. That's the fatigue settings and everything working in. And it's now 2nd and 5, gain of 5 on the play. Hurts hands it off, and it's going to be a gain of about 3 on the play. It's 3rd and 2 now at the 42-yard line. Sorry, you guys hear the dog in the back. My wife is just getting home from work, so the dogs are going crazy. Luna, shut up. Go. It's going to be 2nd and 4 now. Sorry, I was trying to get the dog to be quiet. So it's now 2nd and 4. I formation for Hurts and his Eagles. He's going to hand it off to Barkley, who's going to get a first down and more, but there's going to be a flag on the Eagles. That's going to come back because of holding. Oh, no, it's going to be an illegal block in the back on the Eagles, it looks like, from Devonta Smith. So that's going to come back. So it'll be 2nd and 6 now at the 29-yard line. 5:55 to go here in this fourth quarter. And there's going to be another holding call on the Eagles, so this play is going to be called back. And I saw that hold myself, so that's going to now be a 2nd and 16 at the 39. 5:46 to go here in this fourth quarter. Empty backfield for Hurts. He's going to take the snap. Look, and he's got his receiver. That's A.J. Brown over the middle for a gain of 11. It's 3rd and 5 now at the 28. And Hurts takes a snap, and he's got his receiver again, and it's going to be an Eagles first down to the 21-yard line. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 21. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley, who's met almost immediately to be 2nd and 8 now at the 19. Hurts takes the snap. He's going to do a quick toss, and it's going to be another Eagles touchdown. So after another Eagles touchdown, it is now pending PAT 38-17. Eagles over the Vikings with 4 minutes to go here in this game. And that almost pretty much puts this game out of reach for this Vikings team to pull a comeback. But nonetheless, here we go. 4 minutes to go. Vikings are going to get the ball. See if we get some points at least to end the game. Got to get across to the 20 to the 27-ish yard line. So 1st and 10. And let's see if this Vikings offense could do anything here with this drive. So 1st and 10 at the 27, 3:59 to go. McCarthy takes the snap. He's looking. He gets it over to, who is that? Mason. 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 now at the 33. He's got to send him Naylor in motion. You've got Mason to the left. McCarthy takes the snap. He throws it. He's got Jalen Naylor for a Vikings first down. And that's going to be an injury timeout for the Eagles. Now 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line, 3:40 to go. McCarthy's going to take the snap. He's looking. You've got Oliver over the middle, but he ends up hitting Jalen Naylor. It's going to bounce around a few would-be tacklers. It'll be a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 now. They're going to go up-tempo offense. McCarthy's going to be in the backfield. He's got Mason to his left. McCarthy takes the snap. He's going to throw it to Josh Oliver, who's going to be just shy of a Vikings first down to be 3rd and 2 at the 50. So now McCarthy's going to come under center, going to go a trips right formation, Mason in the backfield. And he's got a first down to Jalen Naylor down to the 43-yard line. So 3:04 left to go in the game. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 43. McCarthy's doing an audible at the line. He's going to hand it up to Mason, who pushes down, stiff arms the first would-be tackler, and it's a gain of 7, 2nd and 3. So McCarthy, empty backfield, trips right. Looks like you've got Naylor and Jefferson to the left. He's going to take the snap. He's looking. He's going to scramble forward, and that's a first down and more, and he's going to slide down at the 30-yard line. So it's another Vikings first down. And they're going to go up-tempo again. Going to try to get some points in before this 2-minute warning. I'm taking it. And he's going to get a shot across the middle, and that's Justin Jefferson with another Vikings first down. It's now 1st and 10 at the 20. They're now in the red zone. They're going to shift Oliver from right to left. Going to hand it off to Mason, who could not make the tackle or miss, and it's a 1-yard loss on a play. Great job by Campbell there on the tackle for the Eagles. And at the 2-minute warning, it's 38-17 Eagles with the Vikings on the march. And they've got a completion over the middle, and it's going to be just shy. And Jefferson's going to get down at the 2. It's 1st and goal for the Vikings. McCarthy takes a snap, and it's going to go down on a sack. And the Eagles get to McCarthy for a 7-yard loss on that sack. It's now 2nd and goal from the 9. McCarthy takes the snap. He's got time. He's going to air it up, and it's going to be a touchdown in the corner for Adam Thielen. And no, they're going to call it incomplete. They're probably going to have to challenge that from the booth, which they won't. It looked like he got 2 feet in, but they're not going to challenge it, so it's going to be 3rd and goal instead from the 9. And McCarthy's going to throw it up again. He's going to air it. It's going to be incomplete to Josh Oliver this time. So now it's 4th and goal, and they're going to have to go for it. Down by 21. They need a touchdown here to even have a chance with an onside. But here we go. McCarthy's going to throw it up, and Jefferson could not come down with it, and it's turned over on downs. And the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at the 9 with 1:21 to go in this ballgame. And Barkley's going to run right up the middle for a huge gain of about 20. And the Eagles march up to the 29-yard line on the first play. And it's 1st and 10 now from the 29. 44 seconds to go. And this game has been nailed shut on this Vikings offense. And this defense could do nothing to stop this run. They could do nothing to stop this pass. And they'll take the flag for a delay of game here. They really don't care. They just got to snap the ball. They were trying to get us to waste timeouts or whatnot, but we're not going to waste timeouts when the game's over and out of reach anyways. So here we go. 1st and 15 for the Eagles. Got to fake the handoff, and Hurts is going to throw it. He's got a receiver, and he's got to get tackled inbounds. Be 2nd and 13, and that will probably be the game. We might have time for one more play. They'll probably just let the clock run out. And they do, and that's the ball game. And the Eagles beat the Vikings 38-17 here at the bank. A really rough day on offense and defense for the Vikings in this one. Had a lot of good plays. I do like how these playbooks are working for us, though. I do like seeing McCarthy rolling out to the left, making those connections with Jefferson and whatnot. Had several big plays. Just couldn't do what we needed to do, though, to get the win. And we trusted our staff, and let's see what that outcome looks like here.